Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and thanks for joining me for this video of this old house. I know it's been a long time since I have uploaded anything to the channel. Life has been busy, and even during this pandemic at the beginning when I thought that I wouldn't be working as much because people may have been out of work and not going, maybe they lost their jobs or maybe they had to stay home with the children because they were out of school. I really didn't think that I would be having a lot of work, but it's been quite the opposite. I have been slammed and I don't have much time on my hands to decorate our house and design elements like that, but I have been having fun doing it for my clients. I actually have an install coming up this weekend. I'm taking a break for a couple of days and then I'm back to the grind. But I wanted to pop on here and talk to you guys about custom curtains and drapery, especially in an open space where you may have a few more windows than if you were to just have, you know, closed spaces. So in this area, never mind that house over there, you guys, you don't get to see how ugly it is when our trees have leaves or whatever, but we don't have leaves, so we get to look at that little bit of an eyesore. But in this space, it's open concept, right? So you get to see pretty much our entire space from this angle. And so you have three windows, and we wanted to make this space really cohesive, but we didn't want to spend a ton of money to do custom window treatments all the way around. Now, these treatments that you see right here, the figurative ones that have the print of a person on them, if you look closely, you'll see that there's two figures on there. That's why they're called the figurative curtains. These were really, really, really expensive. They are double width traditional pleat curtains, and they're a fabric cut fabric. And when I say really expensive, they're so expensive that I don't even want to tell you how much they were because I don't want to sound pretentious or anything like that, like I'm bragging on how much they were. Definitely not doing that. But let's just say a mortgage and a higher end mortgage, okay? So I just almost fell out of my chair. So we didn't want to put these curtains all the way around anyway because the print, it's a little bit too busy, but we wanted to have a focal point. We wanted to bring some cohesion to the space. And so here we spent a lot of money here, but because you could still see this window here and this window, it didn't make sense for us to spend that same type of money, actually even more, because these windows are bigger, would have needed more curtains to cover the space. We decided to go my favorite route when you're looking for affordable yet classic and clean curtains. We went the Ikea route. So here we spent a couple $100, and I bought the tie bass curtains, hung them from pleater hooks, and I did the same over here. So now we have a custom look that is cohesive with the style of these curtains and how they're hung. And, you know, it's not too busy. It kind of break up the space, adds a little, oh, wow, you know, to it. And it's not overkill. I do have to get these hemmed at the bottom or whatever, because I did cut them, and so the finish is not as clean as I want them to be. But overall, you guys, if you have a space like this and you are looking to make it a little bit more cohesive without having too much busyness, I would encourage you to put your busy curtains in the middle and then do something more solid on the sides. You can get that effect, and especially if you're doing a custom drapery or something like that, it can be way more affordable. All right. So in other news, let's talk about this sofa. So the sofa, you know, we had some custom trim added to it. We're waiting for our custom pillows to come back and get that taken care of because it's been a minute. since we've had that done. These ottoman stools over here are actually for a client. And if you haven't noticed, the trim is on one of the ottomans as well, and this one still needs to be done. This ottoman came later, and so the sofa and the ottoman were both done at the same time, and then this one got delivered later, and so I've got to get that one done as well. And those are actually going over to a client's house. But when I did their ottomans, I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and get the sofa custom done as well. And if you can see, you know, that is the trim that was added to the sofa. The sofa looks dingy in this light, but it's not. And then here we have some leather hides on the floor. They're not straightened out at this point, but one, I'm waiting for them to get acclimated to the environment, and then they'll lay a little bit flatter and pull them out. And so we're, you know, layering the leather hides here. And I think overall, I think once it's all said and done, this is going to be really, really beautiful when it's done. We are getting there. Again, we still have not tackled that fireplace over there or anything. And then I got Michelle a really cool piece of artwork for right here. Her favorite person in the world when she was growing up was Bruce Lee, so I got her that just as a just because gift. But if you guys see, that's kind of like a really nice view, and once I pull everything together, add some more elements to it, I think it's gonna look bomb AF and whatnot. So I don't know what our next course of business is in this space. We're thinking it might be the fireplace. We don't know. Definitely not keeping that rug there. And, you know, just, you know, enjoying the house. The kitchen hasn't changed much at all or anything. And, yeah. But, yeah, my advice to you guys, again, if you want to do custom, you know, if you've got, you know, some extra money laying around and, you know, you want some traditional, you know, fancy curtains, do them on one window. And then with your other windows, do something a little bit more classic to balance it out. It'll still look really nice and it won't be overkill. So that's it. Thanks for joining me for this video, and I don't know when I'll catch up with you guys again. And yeah, bye. Have a good one.